Shabbos Chav Gimel Amud Beis. Amar Rava, Pshitali. So Pashut, that tonight, Friday night, if all you have is one candle, and you can use it for Shabbos, or you can use it for Chanukah, which one overrides? Ner Beiso Ner Chanukah? Ner Beiso Adif. Shabbos candle overrides. Why? Mishum Shalom Beisoi. That is what Rava says. What does that mean, Shalom Beis? What does it mean? Rashi says, you're going to stump your feet 1,000,000 times, stump your toe. People don't like to eat in dark. B'nei Beiso mitztarim. Rashi says, everybody is upset to sit in the dark. That's not Shalom Beis. But the Meiri, the Meiri says, who owns, to whom does the mitzvah of Hadlakas Neros Shabbos belong? The woman. Who owns, or who does the mitzvah of Adlakas Neros Chanukah belong to? The husband. The wife is going to say, so you prefer your mitzvah over mine? And that's going to cause the machlokes. Gewaltig Kameri. What kind of Shalom Beis is going to be when she says, you don't care about my mitzvahs, you only care about your mitzvahs? What's going to be a machlokes that? Wait a second. Based on that, a couple is about to get divorced. Sunday they have a meeting in the Rabbanut. She knows he prefers himself over her. She knows this for the last 10 years. That's why they're getting divorced on Sunday. Should he also prioritize Ner Shabbos? Or not? Shalom Beis here, according to the Meir at least, is not shaykh.
Did Elio tell him he's going to get divorced on Sunday?
No. The rabbi set an appointment for him. What's that? You see from the poskim. You see the Gemara in the poskim they didn't? There's no chiluk. Wait a second. If you're about to divorce, 80% you're going to divorce. Nobody says that. What do you see from here? You see from here that until that final signature on the get appears, you must continue investing and hoping and davening and doing everything you can to maintain Shalom Beis. Otherwise they will tell you, well, when it's clear for you, you know for a fact. So that, no, this halacha is always relevant. As long as they're married, this halacha is always relevant. There was a couple that came to the Or Sameach. Or Sameach is Meshech Chochmah. And they told them, we want to get divorced. So Or Sameach says, you can't do such a drastic move without having your kid present. Bring your kid. They brought the kid back. The Or Sameach looks at the kid, and he says to him, you should know, your parents have a plan to turn you into an orphan. If in fact they go through with this plan, so please don't do me a favor, you're going to be an orphan basically. So don't roam in the streets, come to me, you'll be my child. Maybe I said this before here. If I did, it's a mitzvah to repeat. If not, you're in for a treat. A guy came to the Debretziner Rav, the Be'er Moshe. And he told him, Rabbi, I want to get divorced. He said, what's going on? He says, it doesn't work. We can't get along. We're married 3 years. Did you try? Yes, Rabbi, we tried. Did you really try? We tried. That's it. Finished. Can you do the get for us? So the Be'er Moshe says to him, come tomorrow at 9 o'clock to my office. You have a kid? Yeah, 1.5-year-old. Bring him as well. This person thought that it's part of the procedure that the kid has to be, he doesn't know, it's the first time having a get. The following morning, 9 o'clock, they come to the office. They sit down, and the Be'er Moshe says, didn't you say you have a son? He says, yes, bring him in. We'll go outside. They bring the kid. The Be'er Moshe says, can I hold your son? I said, sure. The Debretziner Rav puts this little kid, 1.5-year-old, on his lap. He looks at him. And he says, dear Moshe, you should know, what I'm about to tell you now, you're not going to understand. But oh boy, will you understand this later. What's going to happen in a few minutes will, in essence, turn you into an orphan. Your life is going to be miserable. It's going to be hell. You're going to be in Cheder. Every time there's a party, Chumash party, Siddur party, the parents of other kids will come. Your parents will never want to be in the same room together. When they're going to learn Maseches Gittin, everybody's always going to be looking at you. Whenever the word get will be mentioned, everybody will be staring at you. The neighbors will be your father. The aunts and uncles, they will be your mother. One Shabbos you will spend by your mother, and you're going to hear nasty things about your father. The following Shabbos you'll be by your father, and you're going to hear the most terrible things about your mother. Your life is going to be hell. But don't worry. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Avi Yesayimim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Father. He'll take care of you. The father and the mother become all red. The father says to him, Rabbi, can we still discuss this outside? Or listen, as long as we don't have a signature on the gate, you can discuss it. The father comes quickly. He takes the kid from the rabbi, he says to his wife, they go outside, and the Be'er Moshe is still sitting there 120 years later waiting for them to come back. They never came back. I said this over once when I was in the States in the Shir Shalom Bayis. At the end of the Shir, this fellow comes to me crying. He says to me, exactly the way you described it is what happened to my son. And I feel terrible. I said, I'm so sorry, I have no idea. This is a shir meant to be a shir for Shalom Bayis. I was assuming people want to hear this type of things. If I would have known, I would never say this. He says, it's excellent that you said it, people should know. He was crying, he told me, it's exactly what happened to my son. Exactly, but Baruch Hashem that you said it, because people need to know. So therefore I feel comfortable to say this, even if, Khalila, it's going to cause someone to shed some tears.